haven't made a YouTube video in so long, but I'm really just feeling like I should tell you guys this. And so right now, at least in my life, I know I have been struggling with making the right decisions as far as like people in my life, like only letting in people that have the same energy as you or higher energy, that are like good for your best personal choice. And I am going through a phase of my life right now where like if people are not good for me, like if they don't treat me right, if they don't take care of themselves, like if they're disrespectful, financially unstable, like cutting those people out, because they say like the 5 people that you hang out with the most are the people that you are going to merge your personality with. So if you hang out with people that are low vibration, they're not looking to better their lives, they're not looking to do better, like you're going to start absorbing that energy, you're going to start acting that way, and that's not in our best interest. So, you know, if you're feeling this, like this is your sign to just be nice to people, to be nice to yourself, to treat everyone with respect, you know. And if you are treating other people then better than you treat yourself, like treat yourself with that same respect plus some. I've been breaking out too, so if you're breaking out, this is for you. Like, you know, just making sure that you're taking care of yourself, like, you know, showering and brushing your hair and, you know, washing your face and, you know, doing a little extra, you know. If you don't usually wear sunscreen, wear some sunscreen. Like, treat yourself. If you fucking are wearing socks with holes in them, like, go buy some new socks. Just, you know, treat yourself. You deserve it, you know. And make sure, like, you know, you are following your budget. Set up a budget if you don't have a budget. Like, I think right now in this time period, like this time frame, like it's really important that as people, we are taking the time to prioritize ourselves, because when you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of somebody else. And so if you are a lover, if you are a giver, if you are the kind of person where you just want to make everybody happy, you just want to make everybody feel cared for, like that is great, you know, you have a big heart. But right now is also the time to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. You hear me? Take care of yourself. And I know some of you need to hear that, and it is hard to hear. But, you know, the cup analogy, you have your cup. And if you are not filling up your cup, you know, it's empty. You got 5 drops in there. 5 drops is not enough for everybody. So, you know, fill your cup up. And then you are emotionally fulfilled. You are financially fulfilled. You are feeling good about yourself. You are letting the wisdom in. And then you can give some wisdom to somebody else. You can give some compassion to somebody else. You can give some empathy to somebody else. And then they will give that back to you. But when your cup is empty, you know, you're short with people. You are not giving them compassion. You're not giving them respect. You're not giving them the time of day. And so why would they give that to you? And so the moral of the story is like, treat yourself with love. Treat yourself with respect. Like, make sure that you are the priority of your life. Because if you're not prioritizing yourself, how are you going to prioritize somebody else? End of the day, like, fucking, you got 2 batteries. You put them in the remote, they're dead. That remote's not going to do anything for you. Make sure your battery's full, you know? You've got to love yourself, take care of yourself. Make sure that you are being nourished, you know? Nourish your body, nourish your soul. Read a book, dude. Like, you know, Xbox is fun, PlayStation is fun, but sometimes you just gotta read a book. Sometimes you just need to sit there and look at the paint, dude. Look at your wallpaper. When's the last time that you went up to the wall and you touched it? Like, you felt the bumps on the texture of the popcorn. Like, when's the last time you looked at the ceiling and you counted the dots? Like, there is so many things that I think that we are forgetting as people, and it's just important to make sure that you are acknowledging the little things. Like, you know, every time I hear a train, like the, you know, that's confirmation for me from spirit. Like, you know, for you, it might be like ambulance sirens. It might be a bird cawing in the distance, but you know, whatever resonates with you, like, take that. If you're thinking real heavy, you're getting in your feelings, and like consistently when that happens and you have like a certain other event happen, like, that's the universe, that's God, that's spirit, like, telling you, like, you need to acknowledge what you're saying and think about it. Like, Is that belief serving you? Is it making you feel better? Or is that belief draining you? Is it bringing you down? Is it putting you out of your highest purpose? And, like, trust your gut. Like, if what you're thinking is not good, why are you thinking that? Like, your thoughts manifest into reality. Your thoughts form how you perceive other people. And so if you're constantly like, I'm not worth the time of day, I'm not worth this, I'm not worth that, like, why? Like, that's hurting you, I love myself, and that's why I treat myself with respect. I love myself, and that's why I treat others with respect. I respect everybody, Pets are so healing. Like, the frequency that cats purr, like, it helps bring you back down. It helps ground you. And, when you ground yourself, like, you feel better. Like, walking outside, maybe not in the winter, but without shoes, like, feeling the grass in between your toes, feeling the wind blowing on your skin and acknowledging that, and, like, consciously thinking. Because yes, you acknowledge your thoughts. You think like 60,000 thoughts a day. But acknowledging what you're thinking, acknowledging those patterns, and shifting those beliefs. Like, if you are the kind of person where you're like, I can't do this. It's not that you can't do it. It's that it feels difficult. And things that are difficult either are not for you, or it's where you need to grow. And growth is important. Growth is uncomfortable. You see flowers growing in the concrete. You see flowers growing through the concrete, pushing the cement out of the way. The flower thrives. It was difficult, but that's where it was meant to be. And the same thing goes for you. It's difficult, but that's where you're meant to be. Difficulties show you where you need to make progress. Either like a lack of boundaries or a lack of self-respect or whatever, but you got to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. When you love yourself, you will give yourself the respect and the time and the healing. And without giving those things to yourself, you can't give them to other people. And so, just love yourself, take care of yourself, take a hot shower. If you don't usually use body scrub, like, use a fancy body scrub. If you're not like a perfume or cologne person, try a little perfume or cologne. Treat yourself, It doesn't have to be anything fancy. If you don't normally get whipped cream on your coffee, but you like coffee, get some whipped cream. You deserve it. Like, maybe it's not an everyday thing, but every once in a while it is good to treat yourself, because you're showing yourself love and respect. And all the ways that you treat yourself, other people subconsciously, they see that and they will treat you the same way. So if you want to be treated with love and respect, treat yourself with love and respect, and treat them with love and respect. And that kind of goes into like the runner and chaser dynamic. Like, when you are constantly just chasing and reaching and grabbing from somebody, like, they're gonna run. They're gonna think you crazy. You don't want to be crazy. You don't want to be that lover. Like, give them the room that they need. If they are not texting you back after 15 minutes, like, do not triple text them. Like, 1 text, 2 text, 3 text, 4 text, like, a couple texts is okay. But if you're just like boom, 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 like, not even giving them time to respond, not giving them time to read it, to process, to have their own life, you're suffocating them. Like, that's something I was bad about in the past, is just like the insecurities and worrying about what other people think and whatever. And it doesn't matter. Like, be confident in yourself, be true to yourself. And when you're true to yourself, other people will be true to you too. You attract what you put out into the universe. So just love yourself.